Hey guys, welcome back. So today we're going to be talking about all the places that I recommend that you guys shop pre-loved. Some of these places are places that I myself have shopped pre-loved, and then some of them are places that I think I would take under consideration if I was looking for an item pre-loved. You guys already know, if this is not your first video here, I love shopping pre-loved, okay? It's not a secret. Pretty much every single unboxing that I do, I will tell you guys where I got it from, and 9 times out of 10, it's not the store. I've also done an entire video dedicated to all the reasons that I do like to shop pre-loved, so I'll link that video up here. But I didn't really mention any places there, and so I feel like this is the perfect follow-up video to that. Now, before I actually give you the places, this is a very important disclaimer, okay? You need to do your research, my guy. You need to do your due diligence. You can't just be shopping from any rando place. Like, you need to authenticate your products. You need to make sure that everything that you are looking at is legit. I think you need to be secure with where you purchase from. But for me, personally, me, Katie here, me, I think that this is like my go-to list. Like, anytime I'm looking for anything pre-loved, it's 9 times out of 10 gonna be from one of the places that I'm gonna tell you now. So if you guys wanna know what those places are, then please just keep on watching. But wait, you already know what I'm gonna say. If you're not already subscribed, explain yourself. I post on Wednesdays and on Sundays at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I feel like you're gonna wanna be here when I do. If you like luxury, you like handbags, you like fashion, you like shopping pre-loved, I think this is definitely where you're gonna wanna be, so you should subscribe if you're not already, and you should follow me over on Instagram if you're not already. It's just the Katie Danger. I post every single day over there. Every day there's a reel, an outfit of the day, some random crap on stories. Honestly, we do a lot over there. So you should definitely follow me over there if you're not already. And with all that out of the way, let's jump into the video. So I've broken each one of the places into a specific category. The first category is places that I have shopped from before. I love shopping on Fashionfile, okay? Listen. Fashionfile is one of my absolute favorite places to buy anything pre-loved. They have a lifetime authenticity guarantee. I think that that's very important, and for me, the customer service at Fashionfile is pretty top tier. I will say their prices are definitely on the higher side, depending on the item that you're looking for. Of course, you know, it varies. You might be paying over retail for something even though it's pre-loved, but you could be obviously getting a savings. I feel like Fashionfile is probably the place that you're gonna get the least savings out of all of the places I'm gonna mention today. But if you find something on Fashionfile that you've been hunting for and you can't find anywhere else, and it's at a price that you're comfortable to pay, get that shit, because I have gotten a lot of my bags, probably a majority of my bags, from Fashionfile. You could turn on notifications, you can like things. It's really just an easy experience. So for me, Fashionfile is just one of my favorite places. Also, I tend to sell my bags on Fashionfile. I don't know that I would do that now because the market is like kind of a shit show right now, but I tend to sell my bags on Fashionfile, so it kind of helps me that they give you like 10% more if you end up keeping it as like an in-store credit. And I almost always do that because, like, you know I'm gonna buy another bag, okay? They just have so much inventory over there, like so much inventory. So that's why, I feel like I said that weird, inventory. So that's one of the reasons I just love shopping with them. And I think if you're looking for a pre-loved bag, definitely search there first. I'm just saying. Another place that I have shopped from a couple of times is Coco Approved. I follow them on Instagram. And by the way, all these places are gonna be linked in the description box. Their Instagrams and websites if they have both. I have done both. I have purchased through Instagram and I have purchased through the website. Both of them were just like the easiest, most seamless transactions ever. I absolutely trust everything that comes from them. And they also do have a lot of inventory. Definitely not as much as Fashionfile. Okay, like Fashionfile has like a ridiculous amount of inventory, but they do have a lot of stuff that comes in. I got my heart bag from them, the Tiffany blue boy bag behind that from them. I got this dark gray trendy CC over here from them. Super fast shipping, super fast response time. It was just a pleasure to work with them all 3 of those times. So I definitely recommend them. There are 3 websites that are always open on my phone. Always, and I mean always. It's Fashionfile, Coco Approved, and then this next one that I'm about to talk to you about. And the last place that I've bought my pre-loved items from is Julia Rose Boston. Again, she has an Instagram page and a website. I feel like she's extremely active on Instagram stories. Her actual feed, not so much, but her stories, like, she's always constantly updating them, getting new products in. If you're looking for Hermes, I mean, the prices are a little aggressive, but she's got a shitload of stock, okay? She got like everything you could ever need if you need something Hermes. The descriptions on the website are definitely accurate. She will let you know exactly what everything comes with. Does it come with the box? Does it come with the dust bag? Does it come with a receipt? Does it come with, like, anything that comes with the bag? It's gonna list it right there for you. I got mine completely full set with the tag and everything, and I mean, I couldn't be happier with it. Still have not worn that bag yet, but that's just a problem that we're not gonna address right now, okay? She shows her face on her stories all the time, which to me, I feel like that kind of gives it it gives it a little something. It gives the customer service a little something, because you know you're talking to Julia, or obviously she has other people that work with her, but like, you know, you're talking to a person, you see who it is, like she's putting herself out there. So I feel like the chances that she's gonna send you something that's not authentic are like -5. I 100% trust everything that comes from Julia Rose Boston, and I think that anybody who shops with her is not gonna have anything bad to say, because it's just such a nice, easy transaction. So now we're moving on to category 2, because those are the only 3 places that I've ever personally shopped from pre-loved, other than the places that I'm going to talk about in the last category. So this is the category of places that I also check, but I have not personally checked out from. The first place is going to be the Persevere. I feel like we have heard a lot of YouTubers talk about the Persevere for good reason, I think. Okay, I actually did reach out to them one time. They had a caramel, it was before obviously I got my mini rectangle in caramel. They had a caramel classic flap, and it was priced so well. So I reached out to them and I was like, hey, I'm looking at that caramel classic flap, but it actually ended up being a different color of caramel than the caramel that I wanted. Their customer service is extremely helpful, and they answered me within like seconds. Again, I do trust that everything that the Persevere has, all of their stock is authentic. I would 100% trust them, but again, I just want to say this with every single place, no matter what I am saying, get your things authenticated, my guy. I feel like the Persevere probably has the best prices out of all of the 4 places that I've spoken about so far. I feel like their Hermes prices are not bad, in my opinion. They are located in Australia, and I don't know, because I haven't personally checked out with them, I don't know if they're gonna charge you like import duties, taxes, all that fun shit, but I would definitely say keep an eye out for that if you live in like United States or like somewhere that's not Australia. Another place that I am constantly stalking is Lux du Jour. This is a consignment store located in Canada, and like I said, I live in the United States, so again, I don't know how that works with like imports, taxes, duties, and all that fun stuff, but I think that this is a wonderful place to shop, especially if you live in Canada, okay? They have so much stock. I feel like every day they're posting that they got new arrivals, and I'm just like, I can't keep up with this shit, okay? But they have some good stuff, I gotta say. They actually do also sometimes do some reels, kind of like how I do my reels, and I actually love that. Sometimes they do show like authentic versus fake products. Like if somebody sends them a fake product, they send it right back, and that kind of just makes me trust them a little bit more. Like they know that this is fake, because I didn't know that shit was fake. I would 100% suggest, if you're looking for something, especially if you're in Canada, definitely go through them. I don't know what the selling process is like for them, but because they're a consignment store, I'm gonna assume that it's just, you just send it off for consignment. It's nothing crazy. It's not like an actual buyout that Fashionfile does. So Rebag and the Real, I'm just gonna kind of lump them together. I've never used either one of them, but in my head, they're kind of the same thing. And I know that that's not true. I know there's definitely people who prefer Rebag, and I know there's people who definitely prefer the Real. But for me, in my head, they are the same. I've never used them, but if I was looking for something, I feel like I would go on either one of the websites and check it out. I do feel like Rebag's prices are definitely higher than they need to be. I feel like they're kind of even higher than Fashionfile, and I don't know how I feel about that. But for the Real, the prices are definitely a lot more manageable. I would definitely suggest looking at either of these 2 places, but I have heard horror stories from both of these places, not just one. So I would say if you're gonna get something from these places, definitely get your item authenticated. I know I've said that like 1,000, like take a shot every time I say get your item authenticated. But seriously, like if you're gonna spend thousands of dollars on a bag, actually even if you're gonna spend $1,000 on a bag, you want to get that authenticated, because if it's not real and you're walking around with something that you think is real, that's not the vibe. That's not the vibe, sis. So please get yourself authenticated, especially if you're buying from Rebag or the Real. Like I said, I personally don't have experience from either one of these 2 places, but I hint, okay? I have hint. The last place in this category that I'm going to talk about is Redeluxe. Now, if you're looking for Chanel, this should be one of the first places that you check on, if I'm gonna be honest, okay? Again, I've never bought from Redeluxe personally, but Georgia just seems like she is the sweetest person, and her husband too, but I feel like she's more the face of the company. So she seems like she's just like has the nicest personality ever. I know Je suis Lou is like best friends with her, and I feel like there's a reason, because she seems really, really sweet. Her prices have been a bit higher than some of the other places that I've checked. I don't think that you pay tax on those prices though. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not 100% sure. Check that out if you know. I feel like her prices in the past have been very, very high. The market is definitely in a different place right now. So I feel like at the moment, if you were gonna shop, they're definitely a little bit lower than they once were. If you're looking for something authentic and it happens to be Chanel, I mean, obviously she gets other things that are not just Chanel, but I feel like for the most part, her stock is very heavy on Chanel. So I feel like if that's what you're looking for, definitely check there, but just know that you're probably gonna pay a good amount of money for it. You're probably gonna pay like very close to retail for it. And if it's a unicorn, like forget it, like it's GG for you. So now for my last category, it's just kind of general. It's really not even a category. This is just general places that I think that you could find bags pre-loved. Number one is gonna be on Instagram. Like obviously everybody has an Instagram account, okay? If you have a business, like 9 times out of 10 you're gonna have an Instagram account. That's how the world works these days. So there are a lot of consignment shops and, you know, a lot of personal shoppers on Instagram. There are some that I follow that I don't religiously like check every single day. I'll leave those in the description box as well. But I feel like if you do your research and you do your due diligence and you really pay attention, because there are also a lot of scammers on Instagram and there are also a lot of people who sell fakes like intentionally. I can't even tell you how many freaking messages, like DMs that I get on like a daily basis saying like, oh, we make fakes. Do you want some fakes? I have some fakes. Like I could sell you some fakes. And I'm like, my guy, no, no, I'm good. I mean, go through these Instagram pages with a fine tooth comb. You know, if one thing just looks a little off, it's off and don't buy from them. Okay. That's my advice. But it is possible to go on Instagram and find some really good consignment shops. There's a little risk in there. It's a little risk involved, but at the same time, it's available to you. You know, that's what I'm saying. And the last place is Facebook. So I actually have purchased from Facebook before. There is a specific group, like a Chanel buy and sell group. I don't know. And I've been part of that group for like a long time. And I bought my gray mini here and my caramel mini here from Facebook. But when I did that, for me, I asked for feedback from plenty of people. I asked for videos from the actual person who listed the item. I asked for receipts. I asked for like a ridiculous amount of stuff, and both times I got it, and that's why I ended up purchasing it. Without those things, I was not gonna buy it. And then of course, get your things authenticated, as I've already said. You can find some good gems on Facebook groups. The only thing is, a lot of the time they prefer when you do like direct, like Zelle. And that's very dangerous, in my opinion. It's very dangerous. I try to only use PayPal, or to use PayPal when I can. Obviously, I haven't always used PayPal for everything, but it's something that I prefer and something that I suggest, I recommend to you. And that's just because if, let's say you get the item in the mail, you used Zelle, you do your authentication, it comes back fake, what you gonna do then? What you gonna do then? Because Zelle's not gonna help you. I promise you, Zelle's not gonna help you. Just keep that in mind. I mean, again, you gotta shop smart. You gotta be savvy with what you're doing. This is a lot of money we're talking about here, okay? And being out a bag, being out money is really, it's not my goal. I don't think it's your goal, but it's definitely not my goal. Now for authentication, I don't have a place that I absolutely love, okay? I've used a place. It's not my favorite, so I'm not going to recommend it to you because it's not my favorite. But if you guys have an authentication service, what word was that? If you guys have an authentication service that you use, that you love, that you stand by, definitely leave it in the comments, because this is something I myself personally need. So definitely let me know in the comments if you guys have any place that you really trust. But that is it. Those are all the places that I myself have shopped pre-loved, or that I would consider shopping pre-loved. Let me know in the comments what places you trust. What have your experiences been like shopping pre-loved with any of these places, or if there's another place that you really like. But yeah, definitely let me know in the comments what you guys think. But that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did like it. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I post every single day over there. And that's all I have to say. So I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. If you like luxury, you like fashion. What do I say here? If you like luxury, you like fashion. Oh my God, how long has it been since I filmed? I can't remember my own freaking intro.